And vice versa. They had people that had been using their brain for the first 3 sessions to try using ChatGPT in the last one. And the difference between those two groups of people, I think, can inform a lot of how we start thinking about, like, where do we draw this line? Because people who went from only using ChatGPT to then being forced to use their brain, they showed a drop in neural connectivity relative to people that had been using their brains. Um, which is it's concerning, right? It means that they basically did not use their brains, and so they kind of lost the ability that they would have otherwise had to write those
Mm.
essays well. Meanwhile, the people who had been using their brains, who were then given the chance to kind of retry one of their first 3 prompts using an LLM, they actually had higher neural connectivity. Um, in other words, like that group who had already done the work of learning the thing themselves, and then they were given a tool, they were able to use that tool to augment their performance, to make them even better. But the people that relied on the AI tool before they had tried doing it themselves got worse.
It's right there. Right there. You guys, this is so fucking important. I want to stress on how, if you did not understand what she just said, you guys, this means now, 2025, we have effectively stunted the development of human potential going forward cognitively. There's going to be a tremendous amount of people that are going to be growing up now at this that are going to be missing important brain functioning faculties that humans have. One example that I'm going to give you guys is the Google Maps, right? So many people would not get anywhere without Google Maps nowadays. They don't even know how to read regular maps. And we don't even think about that in that kind of way, right? You, how many times do you go to the same place, your barbershop, your fucking the tanning salon or whatever? I don't know what you motherfuckers do. And you always put in, you don't even think about like, okay, hey, let me, I'm gonna take 635, I'm gonna take, no, you just put it in your fucking Google Maps and then boom, it's done, it's there for you. People are gonna be using this. They talk as like their girlfriends, their therapists, as everything. You're gonna be getting text messages from people that are using ChatGPT. It's getting to the point where you guys, luckily though, if you were born before all this internet stuff, you've been able to do the work. You know how to, write essays. You know how to critically think. You know how to function. You know how to creatively think, you guys. You've got to be able to creatively think and think critically at certain times to protect yourself, to truly carve out your life, you guys. I'm not saying that you have to have critical thinking. You have to be smart in order to live a good, rich life. No, that's not it. That's not at all. But this life and what I'm talking about, what I'm preaching, is about having control over your life. You could be rich as fuck and not have control of your life. Why get to this place that you want to get to, but you sacrifice so much? What's the point? You know what I'm saying? What's the point? You're back at this. You're at the same place. Everything that it took to sacrifice to get to this area is just as valuable as what you had to sacrifice to get there. You're at level 0. You're still at this. You didn't move anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, you guys, what I'm trying to say is that we're going to be able to benefit so much more from ChatGPT than kids are for the most part, right? In terms of critically thinking, it's not to say that they're not going to be able to function and do other things. It's just that we don't really know exactly how this is going to play in social dynamics for humans going forward, you guys. Now, it's really interesting because I'll be like 50, 60 by the time we really start to see the effects of what AI and ChatGPT has done to society and to humans at large, you guys. But this is just an important time, you guys. I continuously talk about how I always thought that TikTok and the algorithm and stuff like that is gonna make the Gen Zers so easy to control. Even though I'm like damn near part of Gen Z, like the younger Gen Zs and Gen Alpha, I was thinking they're gonna be so much easier to control, and about them because of their fucking lack of attention span, their lack of creative thinking and things like that. You know what to expect from the types of people for the most part, right? And so I don't know. It's hard for me to abstract this and talk about it. You guys, let me know what you guys think about this. It's just like it's really, we're at such a pivotal moment in human history right now. You guys, we're gonna benefit from it the most. Like if you're my age, a little bit, if you already done all the work, the college work, the high school work, all that type of shit, you guys, you've done it yourself before this AI generation. You know how to use your brain. I'm a functioning, healthy, sound-minded man, and AI only enhances me. It's made me. It's like multiplied me times 5. It's like my level, my growth now. It's like taking a Gatorade and fucking 2K. Like my experience level points are. I'm gaining so much faster. You know, I'm gaining experience and leveling up so fast with this shit. And people are still just starting to learn how they're just using it for like little basic little shit. You got to learn how to use this AI stuff to make it work for you. This has been such a great tool for me, but I absolutely am aware of what it's going to be doing in society and how most people are using it. I know how most people are going to be using it. And so you just got to be careful with it, you guys. Don't put this all in your text messages. You know what I'm saying? It's like I think this stuff is good to use when you're doing like work. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that you guys should be using ChatGPT to talk to people. That really ruins the. But you know what? Fuck it, do it because that's gonna make a nigga like me stand out so much more. Cause I do this thoroughbred, baby. This is thoroughbred, straight off the top, off the dome, freestyling like a motherfucker. That's how I do it, and they love it. Eat it up, yum. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can use that Chat GPT shit. You can't beat me flying on foot, man. I got these Hermes on. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's a very interesting world that we're living in, man. Just keep intact of your mental health, you guys. Really do, because if you fall too deep into this, I feel like psychosis is so much more of a is gonna be so much more prevalent in the years. I truly believe that psychosis and fucking delusional mindsets is gonna be running rampant. Everyone's gonna be a genius. Everyone's gonna know everything, but they're not. You can know everything, but there's that one thing that leads and that really can separate you from one direction or another, and that's that intuition, baby. It's that fucking tether, that tether to life, right? In everything that you do, that can't be duplicated. Yet they trying to find a way to do it, but they can't duplicate it just yet, baby. Just yet. There's still something very nice and valuable with the flesh, baby, and that mind. So authenticity is gonna be a bit more of a premium. It's gonna take some time for people to really start valuing it. But and then they may not even tell you that. However, I'm telling you, man, it is going to be a thing that's gonna be. People are going to very much appreciate it and love you a lot more for that. And the last thing that you want to do is make people hate you, man. It's not about getting people support or something like that. But I would much rather have supporters than a bunch of fucking enemies. There's no point. I'm not saying you gotta be friends with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But if they support you, that's better than them hating you for the most part. You gotta have some haters here and there though. You gotta have some. I don't know how I got into this, but long story short, you guys, yeah, you gotta be careful with the way you use ChatGPT, but really be consider how everyone else is using ChatGPT. Everyone now is walking around with a fucking AI, and like we all have phones, but everybody has their own fucking like mastermind now. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of crazy. It's like fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We all got our little our little AI demons, our daemons. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, this is cool, bro. What a time to be alive, man. What a time to be alive. Anyways, it's your brother Cho. I'll see you guys next one.